Like when I go on vacation and they go to hotels have like flavored water, that's like the first stop.
We're lost.
Right?
AT&T. Oh, the guy invited us, said that we could go to AT&T, maybe we could get some free phones.
AT&T?
Yes.
Oh no, we in.
That's what I just said. He was like, you could come if you like.
I should have been when you guys are hiring.
Yeah, sorry.
Wheatgrass.com. Whole body wellness concepts with the ultimate personal infrared sauna, creating a lifestyle of wellness. Come visit us at personalinfraredsauna.com.
Yeah, we'll take it.
It looks like Red Bull.
I am not drinking Red Bull.
Does anyone else want?
Hi, Will.
Actually, does anyone in the audience that wants a good idea for free, raise your hand. I know it's 9 in the morning. We give all these people one. Tell us how they drive, have a nice time, go to Oceanside, get to know their store, free smoothie when you sign up for a free Jandy's card. You can go to you can look in your magazine and find.
Have lecture on one day, and that's med-surg. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we have clinical. So I am driving 96 miles per day. You know, there's probably people out there doing probably even more, just traveling 2 hours, public transportation back and forth to the city, going to clinicals and whatnot. But driving is so tiring, and let me just add, I am not working full-time, so this having to fill up my gas tank every week is like really cutting to my budget. It doesn't really take much to fill up my tank. Like I spend like between 30 and 40 to fill up my tank, but like I am going through gas because I'm doing a lot during the week. And you know, weekends I'm like doing stuff for me, running around for Noah. Now, you know, I have a social life, a little bit of a social life. I'm dating, so it's just like I'm like all over the place, and it's like I find myself like cutting back on certain things because I'm just like I can't you know, do the utmost because it's like I gotta save gas so I can get to clinical. It's just a lot. I mean, 96 miles per day. And it's not so much about the gas. I'm just like, you know, I don't want to put so many miles on my car. Why is my hair not curling? Like, I don't know what's going on with this damn thing. You know, I'm just dealing with a lot outside of school, like at home. And it's like I haven't had the chance to really sit down and talk to you guys because I'm just like so tired by the time I get home. It's like I don't even want to look at my phone half the time. And it's like I feel bad because I'm seeing like notifications from you guys. I get comments, and you know, I'm pretty sure like people are like, well, where the hell are her videos? You know, what's going on, sis? Like, what is up? And I'm just like, sis, like, you don't even know. Like, you don't even know the half. I'm like, it got to the point where I thought about it, like, literally on Friday. I was like, I'm just gonna quit YouTube. It's not that I don't enjoy YouTube, but I've just been so, like, stressed that I'm like, I don't even have time to, like, commit to YouTube. So with that said...
So I was getting back to my classes during the week. So
Mondays I have med-surg. Fridays I have mental health and growth and development.
And speaking of mental health, I felt like today's video, this would be appropriate to talk about mental health, how to deal with anxiety.
And I know like I sound like really on edge right now, but I'm learning to, you know, cope with it. And I'm thinking about what days I'm gonna film as opposed to filming on the weekends, which used to be my way of filming for you guys. I'm just thinking about how to go around my schedule, that way I don't have the distractions of Noah and my family, or lack thereof. We're not even gonna get into that. You know, my roommates. I'm just thinking like maybe during the week after school, like straight after school, I'll just come straight home and film because like nobody's around. I don't have to deal with Noah. Like my grandmother usually has him, so I feel like those would be the appropriate times to film for you guys. And then on the weekends, I could just focus on editing. I'm just trying to figure everything out. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about dealing with anxiety while you're in nursing school, because you're not dealing with only the stress from school, but you're dealing with the stress from at home. You know, if you're a parent like me, you're dealing with a lot with your children, you know, their schoolwork and things that the teacher's asking, and even, you know, parent-teachers conference. Like, it's just, you know, it's so much, and you have to pencil this in within your schedule that you already have that's complicated with school. So trying to juggle everything, it's been like really difficult. But I feel like I've just let everything overwhelm me and not really sit down and just like map out my schedule appropriately, especially with the whole YouTube thing. I'm like, that's a big thing for me because I don't want to go MIA on you guys. Like, it's been about like 2 weeks since I've posted, so I'm just like, no, like, we got to get back on this. I felt like, you know, today's video would be appropriate for that. So when I say like dealing with anxiety and, you know, just the stress from nursing school,
it's like when you're in nursing school, everything becomes nursing school. Like, you're so focused on studying and, you know, trying to pass tests and showing up for class and, you know, being prepared for clinical and trying to get through clinical. And then by the time you come home, you're so tired, and it's like you got to study like 10 chapters, and it's like you have a test on Friday, but yet like you just started Thursday night. Like, it's just a lot. Like, it's a lot.
Sorry guys, I'm just doing the most.
I am so not into beauty and all that stuff.
I'm really not. I like to feel good and look good, but it's just like I suck at trying to achieve that. Let me not say that, you know what I mean. Doing my hair and all that stuff, I'm just like, I'd rather not have to deal with this. But I'm into fashion, like heavy. It's just like this stuff I'm not like good at, doing makeup and hair. But if you want me to put an outfit together, I will do that. But I haven't been able to dress the way that I want to while I'm in nursing school, and of course me not working, girl. It's a struggle. I went to the mall the other day. I know I'm like all over the place. I went to the mall the other day with my best friend who does makeup. She's a makeup artist, and I was like, you know, I want to get myself some things. So we went to MAC, because she used to work for MAC, and she actually did my makeup the other day. I'm good with like nude tones, like browns and oranges and reds. Like, I feel like those colors look good on me, because she was giving me like a lavender palette, and I was like, girl, where are you going with that? Like, I don't wear those type of colors. At least like I'm not used to wearing them. But she showed me like the basics on like how to apply foundation and concealer and all that stuff.
So I'm trying to get into that stuff, and I do have really good products, but it's just like I don't know how to apply them.
But anyways, as I was saying briefly, while I was at the mall, I was just so tempted. Like, I went to Zara, and I was just like, I can't buy anything because I am broke as hell. I have no business being up in here. Where am I going as a nursing student?
It's so funny because there was a conference the other day, and it just felt nice to like get myself dressed up and just feel different, get out of scrubs.
And I came to the conference with my little Celine bag, and I was just thinking to myself, like, girl, you don't have that in the bank right now. What are you doing? Nah. But I'll probably make that into a separate video, but I did save up enough money prior to nursing school. If you guys do not know, I don't even think I talked about it, but I did real estate prior to nursing school and property management, so that's pretty much how I stacked up. But yeah, I've just been trying to get myself back. I feel like that's kind of part of it. Like, while you're in nursing school, you just get so lost in that, and it's just like, it's taking me out of my element. But like, this is what I signed up for. But the stress, I did not sign up for the stress. So to talk to you guys about that, I feel like while you're in nursing school, even though everything is about nursing school, you try not to make everything about nursing school. Like, you definitely need a breather. You need to take time and just, you know, focus on something else. Like, for me, doing YouTube, this is just an escape. Like, I love talking to you guys. It's just that I haven't found the time to like really sit down and just, you know, execute the videos that I've brainstormed. So it's been rough. But you definitely want to take time to just do things that you love.
You know, even if it's hanging out with friends.
You know, going to the mall or going to a museum. Just doing something different from your day-to-day. It's always good to just get out of that zone, you know? Because it's like, you find yourself just so like, ugh. And I've gotten to that point where I'm just like, I'm at my wit's ends with it. Another tip I suggest to you guys, getting away from toxic people. Because while you're in nursing school, you really need a positive support system. For me, sometimes I take things personally, especially from people that I would consider like my loved ones. So it's like, if they're not supporting me, it's like, you gotta go. Like, I just wash my hands. You don't owe anybody an explanation on why you're doing this, you know? Those toxic people away. Tell them, look, you gotta kick rocks. Tell them to keep it pushing. And if, you know, you live with people that are toxic, I understand how that goes. Try to get yourself out the house. don't stick around, you know. Try not to engage in any type of conversation with them, especially if you know that it always goes left. Don't entertain it. Don't buy into it. And another tip, while you're in nursing school, you really want to focus on your health as well. Not just your physical health, but your mental health. You can't take care of these patients and other people, your family members. You can't take care of anybody else if you're not right with yourself. Make sure that you're getting enough rest at night, or maybe you're not eating right. Change up your diet, you know, just little things like that. And your body will give itself cues, so definitely pay attention. And for me, I'm trying to drink enough water. But your body will give itself cues that you need to like really like buckle down, take care of yourself. So that's important. And speaking of diet and self-care and everything, we had a conference that was mandatory to go to the other day, and it was just talking about like going vegetarian. But while I was there, I was able to pick up this book, and it's been really good so far. I haven't got all the way through it, but once I'm done, I feel like I'm gonna talk to you guys about it.
I'm not like a health expert either, so we're not gonna go deep into this, but I feel like I just need to cut back on certain things, and I don't know, I just feel like me looking into this book a little bit more,
I'll be able to talk about it deeper and, you know, tell you guys what I plan on doing, the decision that I'm making. If you guys are interested in getting this book, I highly recommend it. It's been good so far. And some of the stuff that I'm reading about, I feel like I could carry this with me throughout my career.
I'll actually leave a link to this. Got my lipstick on it.
But I will leave a link to this book down below. I got this from the conference, but I'm pretty sure it's available on Amazon. And probably a little bit cheaper than what I paid. So speaking of books, my next tip would be is to get a journal.
It's just a healthy way to get out your emotions and, you know, just feel better overall.
And I feel like having a journal while you're in nursing school, by jotting down your journey and just, you know, taking a day of self-reflection and talking about your experiences, you will see how much you have grown as a person, as a nursing student, as a nurse. So I strongly suggest you guys get a journal. Now, if you're not into writing, you know, your day-to-day or just taking, you know, time to like self-reflect, I would recommend that you guys get a book to write lists in.
But just keeping track of like your day-to-day and like making lists of things that you need to do, you just won't feel so overwhelmed with everything.
Organized, help you feel accomplished. But if you guys like to make lists, definitely get yourself a book and just, you know, stay on top of things that way, whatever works for you. So I hope that this all made sense. I know I was like all over the place, but I just wanted to get a video in today because I've been slacking like crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much it.